Welcome back, Money Hunters. Police Scarlight in today's episode. We're revealing the 4 most valuable coins that collectors are paying huge prices for right now. These coins may look ordinary, but in rare condition, they can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Stay locked in, because one of these hidden treasures could be sitting in your pocket or coin jar at this very moment. Let's uncover the value and turn knowledge into real cash potential. Moneybag Fire. The 1969 Australian 50-cent coin stands as one of the most intriguing and collectible pieces in modern numismatics, especially when examined through the lens of rarity, condition, and historical importance. Although not a bicentennial issue in the strict sense, it belongs to an era of evolving Australian identity and currency refinement, making it highly appealing to collectors worldwide. Struck during a time when decimal currency was still relatively new in Australia, the 1969 50C coin has developed a strong reputation among enthusiasts for its potential value, particularly in high-grade or era varieties. Today, it is sought after not only for its face value, but for the stories it carries and the premium it can command in the collector market. The historical context of the 1969 50-cent coin is deeply tied to Australia's transition to decimal currency, which officially began in 1966. Minted by the in Canberra, this coin represents the early years of Australia's modern monetary system. During this period, the nation was solidifying its economic independence and national identity, moving away from British imperial influences. The coin features the effigy of "Designed by," reflecting Australia's constitutional monarchy ties, while simultaneously embracing its own symbols and heritage. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1969 50-cent coin lies in its design. The obverse showcases a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse features the iconic. This intricate design includes a kangaroo and emu supporting a shield that represents the states and territories, topped by a Commonwealth star. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a distinctive dodecagonal, 12-sided, shape, measuring 31.5 millimeters in diameter and weighing 15.55 grams. Its bold design and unusual shape make it instantly recognizable and visually appealing. What makes the 1969 issue particularly interesting is not just its design, but its place in production timeline. Unlike the earlier 1966 silver 50-cent coin, the 1969 version was minted in cupronickel, making it more practical for circulation. However, this shift also created a distinction that collectors pay close attention to. While millions were produced, the survival of high-grade specimens, especially those with strong strikes and minimal wear, has become increasingly scarce over time. Rarity in the 1969 Australian 50-cent coin is largely condition-dependent. While the coin itself is not rare in circulated grades, finding examples in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is significantly more difficult. Coins graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services are particularly desirable. Additionally, subtle varieties such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws can increase the coin's rarity and value. These error coins, though uncommon, are highly prized by specialized collectors. The importance of condition cannot be overstated in determining the coin's worth. Circulated examples may show wear on the high points of the coat of arms or the Queen's portrait, significantly reducing their value. In contrast, uncirculated coins with original mint luster, sharp details, and no visible marks can command substantial premium. Coins preserved in mint sets or carefully stored since issuance are often the best candidates for high-grade classification. In terms of market value, the 1969 Australian 50-cent coin spans a wide range depending on its condition and uniqueness. Common circulated pieces may only be worth their face value or slightly above, typically around 50 cents to $2 AUD. However, uncirculated examples can range from $10 to $50 Australian dollars, with higher grade specimens MS65+, reaching $100 Australian dollars or more. Exceptional pieces with rare errors or pristine condition have been known to sell for several $100s at auction, particularly when certified by reputable grading organizations. Market demand for this coin continues to grow as collectors seek to complete early decimal sets or focus on Australian coinage from the late 1960s. Its affordability in lower grades makes it accessible to beginners, while the potential for high-value specimens attracts seasoned numismatists. The steady appreciation of well-preserved examples reflects broader trends in coin collecting, where quality and rarity drive long-term value. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1969 50-cent coin, several practical tips can enhance success. First, carefully examine the coin surface for signs of wear, scratches, or cleaning, as these can significantly impact value. Second, consider purchasing coins that have been graded and authenticated by professional services, ensuring accuracy and confidence in the investment. Proper storage, such as using coin capsules or acid-free holders, is essential to preserve condition and prevent environmental damage. Finally, sourcing coins from reputable dealers, auctions, or numismatic communities can reduce the risk of counterfeit or misrepresented items. In conclusion, the 1969 Australian 50-cent coin is a fascinating piece that combines historical significance, distinctive design, and collectible potential. While not inherently rare in circulated form, its true value emerges in high-grade and era varieties, making it a rewarding pursuit for dedicated collectors. Its connection to Australia's early decimal currency era, coupled with its aesthetic appeal and growing market demand, ensures its continued relevance in the numismatic world. Whether for historical interest or investment purposes, this coin remains a noteworthy. The 1976 bicentennial Australia 50-cent coin occupies a curious and often misunderstood place in numismatics, frequently attracting attention due to confusion with the coinage. While Australia did not issue a true bicentennial-themed 50-cent coin in 1976, certain high-grade or error examples of the standard Australian 50 cent from that year have gained notable value. Collectors are drawn to these coins not because of an official commemorative theme, but due to their scarcity and pristine condition, occasional minting anomalies, and the broader appeal of Australian decimal coinage. Today, these coins are actively sought after by both Australian and international collectors, particularly those intrigued by crossover interest in 1976 coinage worldwide. The 1976 Australian 50-cent coin was produced by as part of the nation's standard decimal currency series, which had been introduced a decade earlier in 1966. Unlike the U.S. bicentennial coin celebrating 200 years of independence, Australia's 1976 issue did not commemorate a specific national milestone. Instead, it continued the established design introduced in 1969 after the original silver round 50 cent was discontinued. The coin reflects Australia's stable economic period during the mid-1970s and its continued connection to the British monarchy, as seen to the portrait of on the obverse. The 1976 50-cent coin features the iconic Australian coat of arms on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. This includes a shield supported by a kangaroo and an emu, symbolizing progress and national identity. The obverse displays Arnold Mackin's effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and has a distinctive dodecagonal, 12-sided shape, making it instantly recognizable. In high-grade uncirculated condition, the coin exhibits sharp detailing, frosted devices, and reflective fields, enhancing its visual appeal. Although millions of 1976 50-cent coins were minted, the majority entered circulation and experienced heavy wear. As a result, truly uncirculated or mint-state examples, especially graded MS65 or higher, are relatively scarce. Additionally, certain die varieties or striking errors, such as off-center strikes, clip planchets, or die cracks, can significantly increase rarity. Coins preserved in original mint rolls or found in proof-like condition are particularly desirable. The combination of condition rarity and occasional mint errors is what elevates select specimens into the valuable category. In circulated condition, a typical 1976 Australian 50-cent coin holds modest value, often ranging from $1 to $5 AUD. However, uncirculated examples can fetch between $20 and $100 Australian dollars, depending on quality. High-grade certified coins, MS66 or better, have been known to sell for $150 to $400 Australian dollars at auction. Rare error coins can command even higher premiums, sometimes exceeding $500 Australian dollars if the error is dramatic and well-preserved. While not among the most expensive Australian coins overall, top-tier examples of this issue demonstrate steady appreciation due to collector demand. Several factors influence the value of the 1976 50-cent coin. Condition remains the most critical, as collectors place a premium on coins with minimal wear and strong strike quality. Certification by grading services adds credibility and can significantly boost market confidence. Error varieties also play a key role, as they introduce uniqueness into an otherwise common issue. Additionally, the broader interest in 1976 coinage, fueled by the global attention on the U.S. bicentennial, has indirectly increased demand for coins from that year, including Australian issues. Collectors appreciate this coin for its classic design, historical context within Australia's decimal transition, and the challenge of finding high-grade examples. The dodecagonal shape adds a distinctive tactile and visual element that sets it apart from most world coins. For thematic collectors focusing on 1976 or Commonwealth coinage, this piece serves as an affordable yet meaningful addition. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II further enhances its appeal among royal portrait collectors. When acquiring a 1976 Australian 50-cent coin, collectors should carefully examine the coin's surface for wear, scratches, and luster quality. Coins with original mint sheen and sharp details are far more valuable. Seeking examples graded by reputable services, such as PCGS or NGC, is highly recommended for investment-grade purchases. Proper storage in airtight holders or coin capsules will help preserve condition. Collectors should also explore reputable dealers, auctions, and numismatic forums to find quality specimens and avoid overpaying. While not a rare treasure in the traditional sense, the 1976 50-cent coin offers a solid entry point for collectors interested in gradual value appreciation. High-grade and error examples, in particular, show promising long-term potential. As more collectors enter the market and demand for well-preserved coins increases, the supply of premium specimens continues to shrink. This dynamic supports steady price growth rather than speculative spikes. In summary, the 1976 Australian 50-cent coin stands as a fascinating piece of numismatic interest, blending historical continuity, distinctive design, and condition-based rarity. Though often mistakenly linked to bicentennial themes, its true value lies in high-grade preservation and unique minting anomalies. For collectors, it represents an accessible yet rewarding pursuit, offering both aesthetic enjoyment and investment potential. Whether as part of a broader Australian collection or a specialized focus on 1970s coinage, this coin continues to hold enduring appeal in the global numismatic community. The 1978 Australian 50-cent coin holds a distinctive place in modern numismatics, especially among collectors who focus on Commonwealth coinage. Although not officially part of any bicentennial series, it is often grouped with late 20th century commemorative era coins due to its proximity to the surge in collectible issues of the 1970s. Its appeal lies not in widespread rarity, but in the existence of scarce high-grade examples and unusual die varieties that have elevated certain specimens to impressive market values. For collectors, the 1978 issue represents a fascinating blend of accessibility and hidden rarity, making it highly sought after in top condition. From a historical perspective, the coin was minted during a period of economic and cultural transition. Following the introduction of decimal currency in 1966, Australia's coinage system was still relatively young, and denominations like the 50-cent piece were central to everyday commerce. By 1978, production had stabilized under the authority of the Canberra. Unlike earlier commemorative releases such as the 1970 Captain Cook coin, the 1978 50-cent piece returned to the standard coat of arms design, reflecting continuity rather than celebration, yet it quietly became significant due to subtle production nuances. The design of the 1978 50-cent coin is both bold and emblematic. The obverse features the effigy of, designed by Arnold Mackin, portraying a youthful and elegant profile of the monarch. On the reverse, the Australian coat of arms is prominently displayed, showcasing the kangaroo and emu supporting a shield of state symbols beneath the Commonwealth star. Struck in copper nickel, the coin has a distinctive dodecagonal, 12-sided shape, weighs approximately 15.55 grams, and measures about 31.65 millimeters across flats. This unique geometry not only makes it instantly recognizable, but also contributes to its durability and appeal in high-grade collections. What sets the 1978 issue apart are subtle variations and the scarcity of pristine examples. While the overall mintage was relatively high, millions of coins entered circulation. Most were heavily used, leading to a shortage of uncirculated or near-perfect specimens today. Additionally, minor die varieties, such as differences in strike sharpness or slight anomalies in the coat of arms details, have attracted specialist interest. Coins graded MS-65 and above are particularly rare, and these top-tier examples are where the true value lies. Condition plays a decisive role in determining the coin's rarity and desirability. Circulated examples are common and typically show we're on the high points of the design, especially on the monarch's hair and the shield details. However, coins that have been preserved in mint state, free from scratches, discoloration, or handling marks, are far less common. The difference between a circulated coin and a certified mint state example can mean a price difference of hundreds or even thousands of dollars, emphasizing the importance of preservation. In terms of market value, most circulated 1978 Australian 50-cent coins are modestly priced, often ranging from $1 to $5 AUD. However, uncirculated examples can fetch between $20 and 100 Australian dollars, depending on quality. The real excitement comes with superb gem-quality coins, MS-66 or higher, which have been known to sell for $300 to 1,000 Australian dollars or more at auction. Rare die varieties or coins with exceptional eye appeal may exceed these ranges, particularly when certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC. The growing interest in modern coinage has further boosted demand for high-grade examples of coins like the 1978 50-cent piece. As collectors increasingly appreciate the difficulty of finding pristine specimens from circulation-era issues, prices have steadily climbed. Auction records over the past decade show a clear upward trend for top-condition coins, suggesting that this once-overlooked issue is gaining recognition as a sleeper collectible within Australian numismatics. For collectors looking to acquire a valuable 1978 50-cent coin, careful inspection is essential. Key factors to examine include strike quality, luster, and the absence of contact marks. Certification by professional grading services adds credibility and can significantly enhance resale value. It is also advisable to purchase from reputable dealers or established auction houses to avoid counterfeit or overgraded coins. Networking within numismatic communities can also provide valuable insights and opportunities. Proper storage is another critical consideration. Coins should be kept in protective holders or capsules to prevent environmental damage, such as oxidation or scratching. Avoid handling coins directly with bare hands, as oils and moisture can degrade their surfaces over time. Maintaining optimal storage conditions ensures that the coin retains its grade and, consequently, its market value. In conclusion, the 1978 Australian 50-cent coin exemplifies how even seemingly common coins can hold significant value under the right conditions. Its historical context, distinctive design, and the rarity of high-grade specimens combine to create strong appeal among collectors. While it may not be a traditional ultra-rare coin in terms of mintage, its scarcity in top condition and growing market demand make it an attractive investment. For both novice and seasoned numismatists, this coin offers a compelling opportunity to explore the nuanced world of modern collectible currency. The 1982 Australian 50-cent coin occupies an interesting and often misunderstood place in numismatics, especially when framed as an ultra-rare or highly valuable piece. While it is not officially tied to a bicentennial theme, unlike Australia's famous 1970 or 1988 commemoratives, the 1982 issue has nonetheless gained attention among collectors due to condition rarity, subtle varieties, and occasional minting anomalies. For enthusiasts, its appeal lies less in widespread fame and more in pursuit of exceptional specimens. High-grade examples, particularly those in pristine mint state, can command notable premiums, making the coin an intriguing target for both beginner and advanced collectors seeking undervalued modern issues with growth potential. From a historical standpoint, the 1982 50-cent coin was struck during a period of economic and cultural stability in Australia. Produced by the in Canberra, the coin forms part of the standard circulating series introduced in 1966 following the country's transition to decimal currency. This era saw increasing efficiency in minting processes and a focus on durable coinage for everyday use. The obverse features, reflecting Australia's status as a constitutional monarchy, while the reverse continues the iconic Australian coat of arms design, reinforcing national identity and continuity. In terms of design, the 1982 50-cent coin retains a distinctive dodecagonal, 12-sided shape that sets it apart from most global coinage. This shape was chosen not only for aesthetic appeal, but also for ease of identification by touch. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mackin, presents a refined and mature depiction of the monarch, while the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the Australian coat of arms, featuring a kangaroo and emu flanking a shield topped by a Commonwealth star. Struck in copper nickel, the coin weighs 15.55 grams and measures 31.65 millimeters across flats, giving a substantial and durable feel. What elevates certain 1982 50-cent coins above their face value is not the base design, but the presence of subtle variations and conditioned scarcity. While millions were minted, the majority entered circulation, an experience where making truly uncirculated examples increasingly difficult to find. Coins graded at MS65 or higher by professional services are relatively scarce, and those with exceptional luster, sharp strike, and minimal contact marks are especially prized. Additionally, collectors occasionally report minor die varieties or striking inconsistencies, which, while not widely cataloged, can enhance desirability among specialists. Rarity in this context is therefore conditional rather than absolute. The 1982 issue is not rare in general circulation, but becomes scarce when evaluated under strict grading standards. Coins preserved in original mint rolls or sets, untouched by handling, represent a small fraction of the surviving population. This distinction is crucial in numismatics. A coin's rarity is often defined not by how many were made, but by how many remain in top-tier condition. As such, the finest known examples can attract significant attention at auction. Market value for the 1982 Australian 50-cent coin varies widely depending on condition and any unique attributes. Circulated examples typically trade at or slightly above face value, often between 50 cents and $2 AUD. However, uncirculated coins can fetch between $10 and 50 Australian dollars, depending on quality. High-grade specimens certified at MS66 or above may reach $100 to 300 Australian dollars in competitive auctions, particularly if they exhibit exceptional eye appeal. While these figures are modest compared to truly rare coins, they reflect steady demand and the premium placed on quality within modern coin collecting. Error coins and unusual varieties can significantly increase value. Off-center strikes, clip planchets, or double strikes, though rare for this issue, can command prices ranging from $100 to several $100s depending on severity and visual impact. These anomalies are highly sought after because they represent deviations from standard production, offering collectors something unique within an otherwise common issue. Authentication is essential in such cases, as the market for error coins relies heavily on trust and verification. For collectors interested in acquiring a high-quality 1982 50-cent coin, several strategies are recommended. First, prioritize coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by reputable services, such as PCGS or NGC. These certifications provide assurance of authenticity and condition. Second, examine coins under proper lighting to assess luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Store coins in protective holders, moisture, and to prevent toning or corrosion. Finally, consider purchasing from established dealers or auction houses to minimize risk. Another important aspect of collecting this coin is patience. Because high-grade examples are not available, collectors may need to monitor auctions and dealer inventories over time. Joining numismatic communities or online forums can also provide valuable insights and opportunities to acquire better specimens. Networking with other collectors often leads to private and access to coins that may not appear on the open market. In conclusion, the 1982 Australian 50-cent coin is a compelling example of how modern coinage can hold hidden value beyond its face denomination. While not inherently rare, its appeal lies in the pursuit of excellence, finding specimens in exceptional condition or with its historical continuity distinctive design, and potential for appreciation make it an addition to any collection. For both new and seasoned numismatists, this coin represents to explore the nuanced world of grading, rarity, and market dynamics within contemporary coin collecting. The 1983 Australian 50-cent coin occupies a fascinating position in modern numismatics, especially among collectors who specialize in Commonwealth coinage. While not a bicentennial issue in the strict historical sense, it is often grouped by enthusiasts into broader late 20th century commemorative era collections. Its appeal lies not in mass rarity alone, but in the discovery of exceptional high-grade specimens and scarce mint-state survivors. For collectors today, the coin represents a blend of accessibility and hidden value potential, making it highly sought after when found in pristine condition. Historically, the 1983 50-cent coin was minted as part of Australia's standard circulating coinage by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. By this time, the 50-cent denomination had already transitioned from its original silver composition, used in 1966, to a copper-nickel alloy, reflecting economic adjustments and rising silver prices. The early 1980s were a period of economic change in Australia, and coin production mirrored the need for durable, cost-effective currency. Although the coin does not commemorate a single historical event, it belongs to a mature and iconic coin series that had already cemented its place in Australian daily life. The design of the 1983 50-cent coin remains one of the most recognizable in Australian numismatics. The obverse features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mackin, showcasing a youthful yet dignified portrait surrounded by inscriptions of her title. The reverse displays the Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin, featuring the kangaroo and emu flanking a shield beneath a Commonwealth star. This intricate design, combined with the coin's dodecagonal, 12-sided shape, gives it a distinctive visual identity that stands out among global coinage. In terms of physical specifications, the coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a weight of approximately 15.55 grams and a diameter of about 31.65 millimeters. Its unique 12-sided shape enhances both tactile and visual recognition. While these specifications were standard for the series, coins from 1983 that exhibit exceptional strike quality, sharp details, and original mint luster are far less common than their circulated counterparts, making them especially attractive to serious collectors. Rarity for the 1983 issue is not primarily driven by low mintage, as millions were produced for circulation. Instead, its scarcity emerges in higher grades such as uncirculated UNC, extremely fine EF, and especially gem mint state MS65 and above. Over decades of circulation, most examples have suffered wear, contact marks, or dulling of their original finish. As a result, well-preserved coins with strong luster and minimal imperfections are relatively scarce and command significant premiums in the collector market. Another layer of rarity comes from potential minting anomalies or errors. While not widely documented compared to earlier or commemorative issues, occasional off-center strikes, clip planchets, or die variations can appear. These error coins, when authenticated, can dramatically increase the value of a 1983 50-cent piece. Collectors are particularly attentive to such anomalies, as they transform a common coin into a rare and desirable collectible. Market value for the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin varies widely depending on condition. Circulated examples typically hold modest value, often equivalent to a few dollars. However, uncirculated specimens can range from $10 to $50 Australian dollars depending on quality. In higher certified grades such as MS65 or above, prices may rise to $100 to $300 AUD or more. Exceptional specimens with perfect surfaces, strong strike, and eye appeal, especially those graded by professional services, can occasionally exceed these ranges in competitive auctions. Error varieties or coins with unique characteristics can command even higher prices. For instance, a well-preserved mint error from 1983 might sell for several $100s, depending on its rarity and visual appeal. Market demand for such pieces has been steadily increasing, driven by both seasoned numismatists and new collectors entering the hobby. This trend reflects a broader appreciation for modern coins with hidden rarity rather than just historically famous issues. For collectors seeking to acquire a valuable 1983 50-cent coin, careful evaluation is essential. Look for coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and sharply defined details, particularly in the coat of arms. Certification by reputable grading services adds credibility and can significantly enhance resale value. Proper storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in protective holders, away from humidity and contaminants, to preserve their condition over time. In conclusion, the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin stands as a compelling example of how even relatively modern circulating coins can hold substantial numismatic interest. Its historical context, iconic design, and the challenge of finding high-grade examples contribute to its enduring appeal. While not inherently rare in mintage, its true value emerges in condition, quality, and the occasional discovery of unique varieties. For both novice and experienced collectors, it offers an accessible yet rewarding opportunity, with steady potential for appreciation as demand for premium examples continues to grow.